Hey everybody. So wasn't that something last night at 12:02, 12:03? There was an earthquake here in Los Angeles. Boy, oh boy. Um, that earthquake, the epicenter was, they said, 0.38 miles from View Park and Windsor Hills. And when I looked at the map, I could see that it was just south of Slauson. And I said to myself, man, that's in Nipsey's hood. So I said, that's Earthquake Nipsey right there. I haven't heard anyone else say that or mention it. So maybe I'm coining the phrase or coining that term now. So if anyone repeats it, or if you repeat it, make sure you give credit to where you heard it first. Right here with Larry Legend. Hey, check it out. So I have your attention, and I wanted to just take you down a memory lane. I have some magazines here. This is the Vibe magazine edition. Okay, check it out, y'all. Remember this one? Vibe. Is Tupac crazy? No, Tupac was not crazy. The brother was maybe conflicted. The brother was complicated, certainly charismatic, and he was angry. I mean, wouldn't you be with all that was going on in his life and in the world? Yeah. So that's one right there. Check out. Yeah, no, let me check out. Let me check this one out first. Another Tupac cover, Vibe magazine. This one here. Look at that. This is my last interview, he said. If I get killed, I want people to have the real story. Boy, oh boy, Tupac Shakur, man. Tupac was a writer. He said, man, listen, I'm going to give you the truth. I'm going to speak the truth, and I'm going to let the chips fall where they may, man. And he spoke about his life, told his story. How about this one right here? You guys remember this one? Here goes Death Row Records Vibe cover, Suge Knight, Dr. Dre, Tupac, and Snoop Doggy Dogg, the Dog Father. Here we go. Isn't that interesting? All of these men were together at one point in time, and you know, nowadays we know where everyone is. Tupac is gone. Suge Knight's in jail. Dr. Dre is a billionaire, and Snoop Doggy Dogg is world famous, and he is, still doing his thing, but on a completely different level. You dig? All right. Sadly, we lost Tupac, and this was the cover of the Vibe magazine with Tupac after his passing. Tupac Amaru Shakur, 1971, 1996. I remember being in, I guess I was a junior in high school, and losing Tupac was, losing a big brother. Losing, certainly it was losing a hero, and it was unbelievable. Everyone says that Pac was shot before, and the second time that Pac was shot, we all believed he was going to pull through, and that didn't happen. So yeah, that was a devastating loss for sure. And then only a few months later, we lose Biggie, Mr. Christopher Wallace. You dig? And that's a poignant question that they ask here. It says, when will it end? There you go. You can see that now. It says, the poisonous atmosphere pervading hip hop has claimed its latest victim with the murder of the notorious B.I.G. All of us in the hip hop community must now come together and take responsibility for ourselves and each other, for our music and our culture, or risk self destruction. You're headed for self destruction. That's what it says there. Yeah, man, this was tough, man, to be a young man growing up and having brothers dropping, in the media, big, huge stars. I mean, literally big, Big. Man, that was a rough time to lose these brothers. You know. Yeah. So um, I hope you guys remember those Vibe magazines and those covers. You dig? So what I plan to do is keep airing like this, making some videos, possibly do some live shows, but that'll come down later. That'll come that'll come down later down the line and what have you, because I'm not ready for live. I don't want to do any live Instagrams. I don't want to do any live YouTubes. Not yet, not yet, not yet. I'll just record this and then just, send it out. But, live stuff, man, that's gutsy. Anyhow, um, yeah, I want to continue with interviews, and if I have your attention, I hope to maybe interview you. So that's what we're gonna do. Peace, everybody.